Ranch, my name is Matt, and I'm proud to say this episode is sponsored by Raycon. Raycon aims to empower go-getters around the world by creating the next wave in wireless audio technology with their suite of true wireless audio products, including their Raycon wireless headphones and their Raycon wireless earbuds. Basically, all that to say, Raycon offers really high-quality products at a price that won't break the bank. I like them because they're stylish, they're comfortable, they have a great sound, and all at a great price. This is their latest model, the E25. You get 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, more compact design, and other colors. Meredith and I actually both use these things when we go on runs. They stay in your ear super well. Whoa. It turned on and connected to my phone just now. You guys didn't hear it. This is awkward. They don't bounce around when you run. You don't have to think about your earbuds. You just think about your run. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of other premium wireless earbud brands, but they sound just as good as those other brands. Go to buyraycon.com/offtheranch for 15% off your order of Raycon earbud products. Brought to you by Raycon, and we appreciate their support on the Off the Ranch channel. I also appreciate the fact that in a minute, when I'm chainsawing, I can be listening to the music I want to listen to, and not the chainsawing. So a few episodes ago, you saw us come down here, and we did a lot of chainsawing to cut a road to get down here on the property. We're kind of way back in the property, and it was totally impassable by cars. It was almost impassable by just walking. It was super thick, and we couldn't get down there. So we chopped a road out. We spent all day, and we cut us a really nice, we cut us a road that's passable now. I took Meredith down here the other day in the Raptor, which, as you guys know, is very good for off-roading stuff. Meredith was freaking out as we were going up and down the big hills. She was a little worried we were gonna crash. So she's like, hey, make this road better. And I'm like, okay, someday. So, but first, before we make a road better, I wanna make the actual pew-pew range down here. So today what I'm gonna be doing is just sort of finding the best area, not only for us to stand, set up a table, that kind of stuff, but also where we're gonna be pewing to. And for those who don't know, I don't say the pew words on this channel because I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube. They don't like the pew words. So I've kind of been walking around here for like an hour already, just scouring all the area around here, trying to figure out the best place. The terrain is very up and down, which is great for stopping pew packages that are flying, but it's not good for walking. I think it's time to start cutting so we can make our pew-pew range become a reality. I got a new blade. It's supposed to be pretty good. Let's do it! For the very astute viewer and chainsawer, you may notice that I had the chain on backwards. I went and tried to use it, and I was like, this new blade is terrible. And then I was like, oh, it's on backwards. Let's try it now. This is hard, much harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm trying to cut out basically a path where I can see to pew down here. I'm not chopping down any trees that I can spare. Like for instance, that tree is nice. I like the shade, and it's a big, tall cedar tree. Keeping all the trees, I'm cutting out mostly just shrubby cedar bushes. I know that Team Trees is gonna be mad at me about this, but here's the deal, guys. Your house that you live in, they'd probably cut down trees for you to live in that house. And the Starbucks you went to today, yeah, there probably used to be trees there, and now there's Starbucks there. Trees get cut down, but we plant more trees, right? That's what we do. So I've had some comments that are like, Team Trees over here trying to save the world, Matt's over here just chopping down stuff for his pew-pew range. Which is true. But a lot of what I'm doing is just cutting all the little branches off these things to turn them less into bushes and more into trees. And cutting all these lower branches off will make the top grow more, and we can get some more coverage. There's obviously not a ton of coverage right now because it's winter, and even the cedars thin out a little bit in the winter. It really doesn't look like that much of a level change. It's probably from the base right here up here like 12 feet. And so it just is going up and then going way down. And I thought it'd be cool to be up there. There's kind of a flat spot up there, and have a little flat spot where we can set up and then have metal targets all down in this little ravine going down. And so we'll have some up close, 15 yards, and then some 20 yards, and then all the way back. I mean, we got a lot of room back there, and this little ravine just kind of snakes down through these hills. And I thought it'd be so cool to just have a bunch of just targets stacked in here. So going through it, I need to get to that. That's gonna be a mess. It's so hard because this, you can't tell. It looks like you walk up that. It's a super steep incline. I'm like slipping and sliding out here. It's all muddy and inclined. So trying to work my way through and clear out areas. Probably need to cut this one up a little taller. No, I don't know. Maybe that branch. And then all the little bushes so that you have a clear vantage from up there. Let's go up there and see what it looks like. I need to move all these trees that I chopped so that I can even get over there. Check this out. I think with a little digging, we can make this super flat here. And we have shade, which would be nice. And you stand up here on the edge, and then, okay, I need to chop off a lot more of these bushes over on the side. But we'll be able to pew, 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 pew. And it'll be awesome. Just a very unique, different range is what I'm trying to do. Like, you always see a range where it's in a flat pasture and there's a berm and there's 5 targets. I'm trying to do something creative with this space that we have. So it's just way harder. That's why people do them on flat pastures, because it's super easy. You mow, you stack up some dirt, and you put a target there. Okay, it has been a few hours since I talked to you guys last. Let me show you what happened. So you just saw this tree in the last clip, and all the stuff is cleared out from around it. Very nice. Same deal there. That was covered in stuff. Same deal with all this. This was all covered. And then down there was all covered. So obviously I cut all those, but they're just there. And I think I'm gonna keep kind of working my way back down this little ravine so we can have targets probably on both sides of it. Not sure yet. It's taking forever, a lot longer than I thought. Next time I come out here with a chainsaw, which there will be a couple more times, I really want to keep clearing it and making it look nice and open like this. But the next time I need to bring a buddy or two, because this is hard. Let me show you what else I have done since I spoke to you last. I may have made a little trip and got some goodies. All right, I'm gonna start hauling these things over to our area over there. I'm gonna let you guys skip it. I'll do this alone. I can handle it. You guys just take a break, have a little snack, get yourself a drink. We'll be right back. All right, here's what I'm thinking. Me and the boys, we're all just hanging out, right? We're talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never have a plan, just living for the minute. We're putting all of our stuff, pew-pews, here on the table, setting it all up and relaxing, chilling. And then we're like, hey man, let's go to the range. So we walk over here, right? So you can access the range from here. Now, I'm gonna
changed this up. I've just kind of put all these in places where I think might be okay. You can access some of them from here, but then you really need to come down over here to get to all of them. Oh, there's our friend the deer. You can hang out with him, or you can shoot an arrow into his chest, whatever you want to do. So right here is a good vantage point to see everything. And I think I'm gonna keep clearing cedars back this way, put a few long range stuff back there, maybe even up the hill a little bit here, maybe even up this hill a little bit here. We have, I mean, it just, even past there, it keeps going up that direction. It's a nice, safe place to shoot. You could also scoot back over here if you want to get a little more range, but you can see we have everything kind of set up to where you can access it from multiple areas. I got the dueling tree right there, and that probably needs to be rotated a little bit. The problem is, these things, that one, that one, that one, that one, have bases that have to sit on level ground. And the benefit of this range is it's gonna be very unique because most ranges, like I said, are just on flat little pasture area. This was gonna look really cool, but it's gonna take a lot of work to get it that way because these all have to be down in the middle right now because that's the only flat ground we have. Those are cool because they are like T-posts. They basically just bury into the dirt. So that works really good. May need to get some more like that, or just get a shovel and a pickaxe and like level off some land where we can set those on flat ground, kind of in different places, maybe over there too, set up around. But I want the dueling tree to be super easily accessible. It would look cool if it was like right there. And the cool thing about the dueling tree and these targets is they have flippers on them. So the flippers are interactive. So when you hit them, they go pew, and they flip around the other side and you can hit them again. And you never have to go up and mess with them. So like I could put this thing in the hardest place to get to ever, but theoretically I won't ever have to get to it. You bang it, it flips, you bang it again and it flips back, and you just keep banging it all day long. I have a bunch more targets that I need to bring out here. Today was just kind of a setup day, trying to get some ideas as to where these are gonna go, what kind of terrain we have out here, and where we will stand when we do the pewing. And I also had some kind of weird idea that I think would work really good, and it's really only applicable in a situation like this where we have big elevation changes. I was thinking about hanging some targets from cables. So maybe like having a cable spanning all the way across here with a couple cables or chains hanging down from it that are hanging targets kind of in random areas along the range. And we could have a cable there and a cable there and a cable there. And the cables are all way up above where you'd actually be shooting, so they shouldn't get hit with anything and break. And they just have chains going down that the targets are chained to. And I don't know, I thought that would be really cool looking, and you'd be able to just ping all over the place. The good thing about here is we're aiming down and we have a huge backstop. So we could make some floating targets. Anyway, I would love to hear your ideas about this range, what you would add to it, what you like about it, any downsides that you're seeing that maybe I am not seeing, because I've never gone and pew-pewed at a range like this. So I'm kind of making it all up as I go. I don't have anything to go off of. So if you have pew-pewed at a range like this, comment below and let me know what that range had that was super cool that I need at this one. And we're gonna probably be getting a lot more targets to set up, and maybe a lot more targets that make sense out here too. But I wanna make this thing wild. So comment below, I appreciate your help. Thank you guys so much for watching us here on Off the Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Oh. Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mare. Whew. Man. I am hotter than a hoochie coochie.